All right, so I got some requests to do a tutorial. I've never done a tutorial before, and I'll preface it by saying these are just some tricks and things that I learned, and some things that I do. Hope they can help. Hope this is fun for both of us. Let's figure it out. Okay, so I use these like little elf things because they're cheap. They might match my skin tone, they might not. It doesn't matter, they look good in the photos, so that's what matters. So I'll start out by putting them on the back of my hand. I also will use a primer. So the primer I like is this, again, e.l.f. I like e.l.f. because it's super cheap and I can get it pretty much anywhere. I cut my fingers, so this is a little bit hard right now. But I just go, I put it everywhere that I'm gonna put the makeup. I usually have a towel or something to wipe my hands on. Okay. And then I like to use a beauty blender to put my makeup on. So I'm gonna use this Jeffree Star little pink beauty blender. I just do a couple squirts of this aroma water that I got from Lush. I like it. Also, it's portable, so I don't have to like use the sink. So I think I use two different kinds of foundation, just colors, to get my foundation tone. So I'm just gonna mix that on the back of my hand and then dab to get quite a bit on the beauty blender. And then I just first do like an all over, like, let's just get this thing on. Also, sorry if I get really close to the screen because I don't have my glasses on, I can't see. And I'll go ahead and do everything. Some people don't start with the foundation everywhere, they just do like above their eyes. I just go ahead and put the foundation everywhere. And because of photos, I just like go right into the hairline. It's photos, right? I'm just like dabbing, and when I think I need more on the sponge, I just get some more. And then whatever is left on the beauty blender, I'll just go ahead and go in my beard. I mean, that's just for me. You might not have a beard. And then I'll just get my ears real quick. Get up in there. Looks pretty good. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so after I've done this, and I've done these, I'll go in and do a little bit of the contour. So I have this NYX like Wonder Stick that I really like. It's got like a dual, like this side is the contour and that's the highlight. I like to contour first, so I'm gonna start like right here, like right where my hair meets my beard. And I'm gonna do a swipe down kind of in an arc, a light arc. Stop about there, right at the end of my cheekbone. Aiming down towards the corner of my mouth. Just make sure they're about even. So I do there first, and then I go and I dab here. I got this like really steep widow's peak, so I like to minimize that as much as possible. And then come down a little bit with it. And then, so I'm gonna shape my nose by just going, I use this, I have like these little ridges here. I use that as a guide. Oops, try to get it as straight as possible. And I go on all the way up in there. Okay. I'll go a little. Doop, doop, doop. Then I'm gonna take the same Beauty Blender, but on the other side. I just kind of dot it, pulling down. So that I have that nice creased, like hard edge right here. And I also pull it in towards my mouth some more. Just to soften it a bit. Don't worry if you mess up a little bit. I always mess up. And I'm going up here and I'm just dabbing it out, just softening it a bit. And the nose, pulling down away from the center. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the other side, which is the highlighter. And I'm gonna do my highlight like right in here, like, I guess middle ear, and come down. I just want to create some space between the contour and my beard. And the other place that I'm going to do it is right here on my nose, in the center. And then like a little bit right there, in between my eyebrows, just to give them a little more space. My eyebrows are kind of close together. And I'm going to actually use my finger and not the Beauty Blender. And just again, soften it. And soften this a bit. Not too much. I also wanted a hard crease, like not as hard as up here, but a little bit. Okay, I hope you guys like my music too. Next I'm gonna use the Jeffree Star setting powder. I have it in, I think it's like butter or something. I've just put it in the lid. I think it helps me to be able to dab it instead of trying to get it from there. And I'm gonna use, let's see, where is it? This big fluffy like blush brush. I don't know if this is what it's for, but anything can do anything. This is art. There are no rules. And dab it in there. And then I'm going to use the setting powder to set this highlight that we set in here, this like light contour. So I'm just rubbing it right in there. A couple swipes. And a couple swipes over here. Okay, so the next thing that I do is my eyes. Because sometimes eyeshadow, especially when you're doing big colors, can have a lot of fallout, I'm gonna put this same setting powder under my eyes. That will help that if any of the fallout happens, I can just brush it away because it's sitting on top of this powder. Ooh, tickles. Okay. So today I'm gonna do like sort of a smoky eye with a color, red and green on the inside. a darker smoky on the outside, and then like a silver and gold right here on the lid. So sorry, I gotta find it. So I'm gonna use Jeffree Star's Orgy palette and start with the darker color on the outside. I'm gonna start with a pretty fluffy brush. They always say the number. This is JS5, in case anybody's wondering. Okay, so I'm gonna use something lighter. I'm gonna start with something lighter. So I'm gonna start with this one called Bottom. Just get it, and then I tap it off. So like I rub it in a little bit, and then tap it off. I'm gonna close my eye and go right here in the crease. And just rub back and forth. Mostly going from about center of my eye out to the edge, but not all the way to the edge. And I love a lot of pigment. So I'm gonna keep going. That looks about good. So they tell you should always start with your weaker eye. And for me, that's my left eye. I'm not as good at my left eye as I am my right eye. But for some reason, I always start with my right. Maybe it's something I'll work on. Okay, so now that those are set, I'm gonna take the same brush because I'm kind of dirty like that. I'm gonna pick the next one down. What's it called? Imitation Only. I'm gonna go right into that. And I'm gonna focus it just on this outer section because we're trying to get it to ombre in, right? Whoa, she's a lot darker. That's okay, that's okay. We're gonna fix her. We're gonna fix it. Don't worry. I'm just gonna make sure I tap it well. See, there we go. But we gotta make a match, right? Okay. So I'm gonna pick another brush so I can go back and forth. It's doesn't matter. I'm gonna go right back into Bottom. And I'm gonna brush again. See? Now it's like smoothing all that out. Yeah, I'm kind of messy. I don't know how it turns out, how it does. Okay, so see how we've done that? Then we're gonna take, where is it? This brush, it's just a little bit smaller. And I'm gonna dip into our color. So our first color we're gonna do is red. I'm gonna use the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette and dip into this one, Cherry Soda. And I'm gonna focus this like right in here, still in the crease, but on the inside. See, we're just working that right in there. I'm just gonna tap the excess off there and dip into right next door fresh meat. Then I'm gonna do that in this transition between the two because it's a little bit of a darker shade. And last, I'm gonna dip into this one, Extraction. See, that one's right there. And that's gonna go in this outer portion. It's the deepest color. See how it's blending? I'm doing good. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same thing on my left eye, but with the green. Okay, so I have the Jeffree X Morphe palette, and I'm gonna dip into this one called Nate. Oh. Again, just going right in the crease, working out. See, there we go. So I don't have as many green tones as I do the red tones, so that's okay. It just means I have to work a little bit harder on the blend, which is okay. You won't even know when I'm done. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the Orgy palette. And I'm gonna pull out this handy dandy little express coupon that I got. It's kind of like a flexible card. And I'm gonna take this more like confined. It's a synthetic brush. And I'm gonna dip into this one called Money Shot. I find that softer browns work better for my eyes. Actually, I'm gonna go for the I'm Close right here. Just get a little bit on their brush. I might even wipe a little bit off on the back of my hand. Now, I'm gonna use this card here, and I'm gonna angle it from like just above the end of my eyebrow to just outside of my, the corner of my eye. Like this. And that's what I'm gonna use to fill in this portion. And see how I'm brushing in? I don't know, I find that that helps me to get a better blend. This is gonna create like that really nice finished edge for us. And it's okay that I'm not going all the way up to the eyebrow. We don't want that, we want some gap. Yeah, look at that. Now, this I wanna go a little bit higher, so I'm gonna dip back in, knock it off, put that right back on there. Just wanted to bring that out just a little bit more. Because I always, like, I have kind of like hooded eyes, so I want to bring it out to help lift my eyes and draw my face back a little bit more. Mama needs it. Okay. So I'm going to do the same on this other side. The hard part for me is always matching them at the same angle. It's not perfect, like I said, don't worry about it. There's time to fix it. Okay, So I'm gonna dip back into my palette, and this is to just make sure that all of that transitions smoothly. I'm gonna dip into the bottom one more time. And just help these transition just a little bit more. There. I think this red compared to the green needs to be just a touch more pigmented. What do we think? Yeah? Yeah. So I'm just gonna go back into that bright red. I'm gonna use this color called Prick, actually. Get it right there. Okay. So now that that is done, they look pretty good. Pretty okay. We're gonna move on to the glitter. So I'm all about the glitter. What I want to do is I want to have the lids be a different color than like up there. So I'm gonna take my Jeffree Star concealer. I have it in C3. I'm just gonna paint my lid with it. I'm going in with my finger because I think I have the best control with my finger. And I am just painting the lid over the brow. Or the lid over the eyeball. And it needs to dry a little bit. Sometimes I'll take a little bit of this setting powder and dap, just to get it to set faster. Do the other one. Do our setting powder trick. Okay, there we go. Don't want that. Okay. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go in. I want to put silver and gold. I gotta find my palette. So this Thirsty palette, the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette, has two great shades. It's Divine and Filthy Rich. Divine and Filthy Rich. And they're super metallic. So I'm gonna take... Okay, so the heat from your finger will activate the sparkle. Also, you can get it wet. Sometimes I lick my finger because I'm just like that. Or you can spray that raw water on it. So I'm gonna do silver with the green. And like I said, I'm just going in with my finger. And then covering up all that. So you just lay down. You're like, but Brendan, it looks messy. And you're like, yeah, we're gonna fix it. Oh, she is stunning. Stunning. Okay, so then I'm gonna use another finger. I'm gonna do the gold with the red. $7 million, I can I like act like an older lady, like, I don't have any teeth. There we go, there we go. Yeah, it's coming together. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the green brush that I had, and again, help me heal out. Go right back in there a little bit. And same with the red. And look how it just cleaned that edge up. Just like ever so slightly, just a little bit. Guys, you're looking great. Looking good. Okay, so next, I like to use this. I have the palette Blue Bloods. I like to use Kalanan? I don't know what that says. This one right here. I like to use this perfect little brush. I put it right in there. It's kind of clumpy. It's okay. And girl, I go right here with it, right on that inner corner. And I just and I just blend it up. Oh my. And then I'm gonna take my finger, well, not the finger with the glitter. And buff that out. Oh. Guys. Okay, look at that. Look how it just brings your eye. Oh, it's good. It's good. Trust me. Okay, so next I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I'm not good at my eyebrows. I'm welcome to tips. Please leave them in the comments. I use this e.l.f. brow pencil. I will first spoolie my brows up. Spoolie, spoolie, spoolie. And then I just go for it. I just draw it in. I gotta do this in the mirror. They're sisters, not twins. Okay, so then I think I look like freaking crazy, right? So then I spoolie this away. I'm like, spoolie, spoolie. Where are you, spoolie? And then it like leaves it up here, and then I gotta wipe it away. I don't know. I need help with my brows. Send brow rescue. Ew, what happened to the tail over here? Okay, so then to help me look less crazy, I now take one of these brushes. I go into Thirsty. I don't even know what it says anymore. Fizzle, Rizzle, Dizzle. This one. I just brush that in there and then brush it out. And I use the other one, Subtle, to go down here and under, like on the lower edge. Okay, so now that I only look slightly crazy, we will move forward. Okay, So I take where'd it go? This little flat brush, and I like to go in like to something like Vanilla Latex in the Orgy palette, or like Implant, and go under my brow. See how it just carves out just a little bit more space? Makes your eyes look just a little bit bigger. It also cleans up that edge for you. Then, I like to go in with the I'm Shy. This brush. On the tail, just on the edge, right there, yep. Oh, I think it just like... It's a good time to shape up all of that. And if you feel like that's being too rounded, that's okay. Just come back with your brush. Round it out. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay, now eyeliner. I have this masterpiece, it's called, All Day. I love this. I'm just gonna do it on the top. And when I get to the edge, because it's so dark, I'm just gonna accent it just a little bit. See how it crisps up that line? Okay, there's one eye. How we do? Pretty good? Pretty good. Okay. Now, I personally think that the red and the black needle, or the red and the green need a little more pop. So I'm gonna put some glitter, because I love glitter. Again, I'm gonna take a clean finger. I'm gonna use, oh gosh, I'm a mess. put it back. I'm gonna get a little bit on my finger. Go my arm under. Right in there. See? Oh, it just stands out like, oh. Just drag it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm falling again, I'm falling. You didn't know this was a concert, did you? Okay. This one, Blood Sugar, on a finger. Oh yeah, guys, see how that just like, just brings it right out. Okay. Next, we need to brush away our setting powder. So we're gonna brush here, and drag out, and there, and drag out. And then also, you wanna brush away all the fallout. Okay. Oh, and down here. Okay, so get all that off. Then I'm gonna take the concealer. I'm gonna take C7, the Jeffree Star Magic Concealer, and go under. So I'm gonna go whoop, 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 swipe. Whoop, 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 swipe. I'm gonna go back to my Beauty Blender on the side that we used for the concealer. I'm gonna use this tip. Get right in there. It's okay if you cover that up a little bit. We'll touch it up if we need to. And I blend it up into that temple. I know we've already contoured right there. Oops. And I blend up my nose, even though we've already contoured there. See? It brightens up the under part of your eye. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Next, I'm gonna take a lipstick. I know, a lipstick? Where are we going? Drug Lord. I'm gonna unscrew it and use this little boy right here. Load her up with that lipstick. She's going on her eyes, ladies. Here we go. We're gonna put it right here in your lower waterline. What I like about this as opposed to like a stick or a pencil is that I don't have to press it all. Okay. Okay. Oops, I just drew on my desk. The trick to that is that it just makes your eyes look a lot bigger. There we are. And now I'm gonna do some mascara.
Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Staring at the ceiling in the dark. Same old empty feeling in your heart. Love comes slow and it goes so far.
And see, that didn't show up very much. That's fine, because we have lashes. So I might do this off camera and come back, but we'll see.
You only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low.
So some people do multitask. I can't multitask. I gotta let this finish. My nose is itchy.
Let her go. Oh, oh, oh. You let her go. No, oh, oh. And you let her go. Where you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go.
I also probably should have curled my eyelashes first. It's fine.
You only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Everybody knows my name now, but something about it still feels strange. Like looking in a mirror, trying to steady yourself and seeing somebody else. And everything is not the same now. Feels like all our lives have changed. Maybe when I'm older it'll all calm down, but it's killing me now. What if you had it all, but nobody to call? Maybe then you'd know me. 'Cause I've had everything, but no one's listening. And that's just fucking lonely. I'm so lonely. Everybody knows my past now. Like my house was always made of glass. And maybe that's the price you pay for the money and fame at an early age.
Alright, how'd he do? Okay?
Everybody saw me sick, and it felt like no one gave a shit.
I'm a mess. So I'm getting back into Thirsty.
What if you had it all, but nobody to call? Maybe then you'd know me.
I'm gonna use this other brush. I'm gonna go into Divine first. I'm gonna connect that and drag it out. And drag it out. Do that again. Drag it out. There we go. So it's really concentrated here and drags out. Now I'm gonna do Filthy Rich. Drag it out so we have a little bit up there. All right, now it's time for contour. So I'm gonna use this e.l.f. contour palette, or bronzer palette, sorry, excuse me. I'm gonna take this angled brush, and I go through all of it. Load up that brush, knock it off. And I'm gonna go, well, in to out, just like this, following, making sure that this angle matches that angle. That's how I do it. See, I think it just like punches, and you're like, whoa, this is crazy right now. Just wait. So then I go up here, and I just blend out. I do that, like I said, to get rid of that widow's peak. And down to the temples. Just because. I don't, but some people blend under here. I have my beard, so I don't need it. Oh, how can I forget? Now I want to take this little flat brush. I'm gonna go in the lighter of the two tonight. And I'm gonna, right here, going all the way up into that underbrow. And down. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go back to this big fluffy brush. I'm gonna take this and blend it out just a little more down here for my liking. And now I'm gonna go into Thirsty and get Bitch. Get a little bit of that on there, Bitch. And go right here on this line. Like, here's the top of my cheekbone. There's that contour right there. Why do I go there? I don't know. Just bring a little bit of that color back to us. And I'm taking it all the way to the hairline. Let's get her there. Okay. Where's my brush? Here we are. I'm gonna now take the biggest of these brushes and go into Peppermint Frost. And I'm gonna take us some of this chocolate ice. Look at that. Get on the brush, tap it off. And now I'm going on top of this cheekbone. And I'm gonna wrap it up right in the eyebrow. See? We need a little more. Then, I'm gonna go right here. Sometimes you can go up here and then break it and then stop here. I like to go the whole way. I want her all to be seen. Now, I have a secret weapon I hope you all will invest in. Jeffree Star Cosmetics Extreme Frost. It just takes a little. just on the tip. What look is complete without a lipstick? Okay. What do we think? What do we need? What do we need? Thinking a green. This is Jeffree Star. Mistletoe. What do we think? All right. Well, thank you guys for checking this out. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe we'll do it again. All right. Bye.